Ready or Not features 4 categories of weapons. There's assault rifles, shotguns, submachine guns, and pistols. Each one has their advantages, but players can only bring one primary and one secondary on mission. So which are the best? Well, today on Game Rant, we'll be ranking the best weapons in the game. First is the 357 Magnum, a revolver that kicks hard but hits even harder. We're starting off with pistols because while any experienced operator worth their salt knows that they need a sidearm, they aren't generally their first resort. And as such, the classic Magnum packs a huge punch but is severely limited by its 6 shots and nightmarish reload. So it might be best reserved for unsuspecting enemies only. Another pistol, the G19, barely edges it out, being a reliable sidearm pistol that every agile player should have in their toolbox. While there's nothing too unique about the G19, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's well-rounded, with consistent stats that you know you can rely on. Next, let's take a look at the beanbag shotgun, a pretty decent non-lethal option for when the situation calls for it. As the name suggests, it fires beanbags, simply incapacitating suspects, but you'll have to be careful with it, because a poorly placed headshot has a good chance of still killing the target by mistake. The MPX is an all-around, well-rounded SMG, boasting one of the fastest reload times in the game, along with pretty manageable recoil. It's really the best of both worlds, giving you the mobility of a submachine gun with the accuracy of an AR. Let's move on down a bit to the M1014, another shotgun, except this one does a lot more than simply stun. This thing is meaty and highly lethal with a relatively fast fire rate too, making it one of the best shotties on the Ready or Not market. Getting into assault rifle territory now, we have the GA416, a pretty reliable rifle with a comfortable frame, letting players old and new handle situations with ease, along with the SA58, a hard-hitting AR that can one-tap enemies and make short work of those in armor. In fact, the trade-off here is that it's actually too good, instantly killing anyone who looks down the barrel, meaning that you can't quite make any arrests. And finally is the P90, a close-range SMG with nice and controllable recoil and 50 entire rounds to pelt downrange. SMGs can often be overlooked for their size and ability to win fights at a distance, but the P90 is single-handedly smashing that stereotype. With a great rate of fire, high-capacity magazine, and great mobility, you won't be disappointed with one of these things in your hands. And that's it for our list. Thanks so much for watching, and go to GameRant.com for more like this.